Aloha, Scott Sylvan Bell coming to you live from the North Shore of Oahu. I'm at Waimea Bay. Boom, Waimea Bay. Perfect place to talk about sales. Perfect place to talk about sales. September 17th, 2016, 7:48 in the morning. And it's just awesome. I got here pretty early. There was a bunch of people here playing, whatever. And we're talking about the top traits of salespeople. And what you want to know is if you take a look at top people in whatever field that they do, whether it's sales, whether it's training, they have a lot of similarities. And so one of them for salespeople is they've learned a bunch of tools, but they know which one to use. And so this is a common problem that salespeople have is like they go to class and they learn all this cool stuff and they learn how to do all these things, but they don't know how to necessarily use them or where to put them in the order. And the thing that happens is if you take good notes and you pay attention to what you've tried and how it worked and when you timed it, and it may just be mental notes, but prefer for you to write it down and use a journal, you could figure out when and where you can use stuff that's really going to help you out. I'm going to let you know that a lot of salespeople, they go to sales training and they get like 8,000 things that they could do, and then they go out to a sales call and they try to do all 8,000 things on a sales call, and then they throw up their hands. They're like, why isn't all this stuff working? I can't make this work for me. Well, the problem is they tried to do too much and they didn't know where to insert their training into their sales process, and that does create a challenge for you. So this is one of the things that you need to know. Where do you use that tool? Like, I have at my house, I've got shovels, I've got rakes, I've got plows, but I'm not going to use a shovel to try to rake the grass, right? Conversely, I'm not going to try to use a rake to dig a hole. It just doesn't make sense. So you got to know how the tool works. And if you're in a sales class, get the instructor to role play it. Say, hey, look, I love what you're teaching and I love what you're doing, but how do I use it? How do I put it in the real world? Role play it with me. Let me role play it with you. And you know what? Here's the thing. There's a lot of salespeople in that room who are thinking it and they're wishing that someone would have the cojones, or the ability to, the gravitas, whatever word that you want to use, to ask that teacher to do something in front of them. And because most people are scared. But if you're in front of a room, or you got somebody who's in front of the room who's teaching and you got a question, man, ask them. Ask them, hey, can you give me some clarification? I really need some help here. I really want to know how to use this. You got a good process, but show me how to do it, okay? I like the theory, that's cool, good theory, but show me how I can use this in the real world. Ask them, just be very polite. Hey, could you show me how to do this? And a lot of times they're gonna do it. And you're gonna know really quick is if they can't teach you how to do it live in front of a room, it may not be the best thing for you because it's not vetted and it's not true, and it could just be theory, unless it's somebody up there teaching to a lot of different disciplines, right? If I'm in front of a room teaching to a lot of different disciplines, sometimes it takes me a couple minutes to figure out, like, all right, well, how am I okay, I see how I'm gonna use that, all right? But know which tool you're gonna use. Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right or to the left, there's a subscribe button. You know what you gotta do, you gotta subscribe. And then, last of all, you can send it out to your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.